motherfuckers, we back
at it again.
This is the 2 Cents You Call It podcast. I am your host X, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, my co-host Dub. Talk to the people.
What's up, man? This is Dub. We are back at it with episode 8, man.
Yes, 8.
We in this joint.
One more week without somebody canceling us.
Well, we hope nobody cancels us, but
a couple people cancel us.
It's okay.
In their minds. They unsubscribe to this shit.
Hey, it happens.
Man, 62 subscribers, man.
62. We trying to get that number up. So we appreciate all of our subscribers out there, all 62 of y'all that have been listening with us.
Every single like.
Yes.
Everyone dislike on
all of our
every
videos.
video.
Everyone. We have one dislike on every one of our videos.
I don't know who you are,
but I appreciate that.
But
one
I have a
view.
certain set of skills, and I will find you.
Oh man, but yeah, it's been a journey so far, man. We are episode 8. Everyone, I feel, has been getting better and better.
Yeah,
I think we just kind of settling in, and I don't see it stopping no time soon, man. I keep looking forward.
Don't stop,
man. So let's kick it off, man. How was well, your journey today was better.
It was better.
You came out here to record.
Yeah, I actually I hope my boss don't listen to this. So I did my last 30 minutes of work on the road. So I was answering emails and everything like that, because it normally takes me either like an hour and a half to 2 hours to get out here.
I do know.
So I beat traffic from my spot to downtown Dallas,
okay,
which was usually the worst part. It was still bad,
yeah, but
I got out through all that shit and then got down to 175, and then from there it was smooth. So I got here well before you thought I was gonna be here.
You did,
and I told you I was gonna be here.
You did
in an hour.
You still can't follow instructions, but you got here.
I promise we did not discuss.
The instructions on the phone were hit me 20 minutes before you're going to show up, so that way I can make sure everything is already set up. I've already awakened for my nap, and we are ready to go.
No, I told you I was going to be here in like an hour.
Well,
that's all I know. At
the end of the day.
And then you said to hit up somebody else and make sure that he was okay, because I was looking for a free meal, but that didn't happen.
But that did not happen today. But at the end of the day, we are here. You were on time.
Definitely, man.
My attitude was not trash this week.
It wasn't. I'm definitely grateful and stuff. This was actually one of the weeks that I was ready to record. That we got some bad news. And but it's like,
hey, it is what it is.
We gonna make it do what it do.
We gonna keep it moving. We did. I'm gonna make it do it. We did go to happy hour before this. We are 5 and 5. 5 and 5. Well, 5 and 4. 5 and 4. Because you guzzled them bitches back like it was nobody's business. We are 5 and 4. Long Island's in. Mm-hmm. But as usual, we gonna keep it going. So, what are you drinking tonight?
Today I actually stopped by the store and I picked up a white brandy with a pear that was actually grown inside the bottle. So I'm excited to see how that goes. White brandies are usually a lot stronger than brown brandies. So no yak today, but it is brandy, so it's semi-yak.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see how it goes.
We are definitely gonna see. I'm glad actually that we don't have visuals yet, because let me tell you how I just struggled over here.
I told you.
I
could have sworn that bottle was like a twist off.
Open this goddamn bottle
because that shit was not open.
Let me tell you, that shit was not opening. But yeah,
I'm drinking my neat.
Yeah, and I am actually going to join you on that because I did want to try this brandy.
I told you. Now if you get over there and you choking on fucking gasoline,
well, we gonna work it out. Jesus gonna work it out. I am drinking the same brandy, and we are mixing it, of course, with some ginger ale. So yeah, that's ready for the show, ready for episode 8, man. How was your week?
I think last week was fuck with X week.
Was it? What happened?
Yeah. Okay, so we recorded on Friday. Friday was all cool. Had you over, had my sis Erica, which is my sister's best friend, but we've grown up together, so it's like brother-sister relationship. We leave out my apartment, and I asked you and Erica, did I just pop my trunk?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, so my trunk is open. I'm like, I didn't do that. I was like, yeah, you just did that. I was like, clearly I did. So y'all walk to y'all's cars in the visitors section, and I open my car. I start looking around. I see my manual and my cologne and everything, deodorant on the seat and stuff. I was like, no, somebody went through my car.
Yeah,
center console's open. So I text Walt. I'm like, yeah, somebody definitely went in my car.
Yeah.
And let me tell you how angry I was. I was ready to sit in my back seat, make sure that everything was closed so they can come back through and think that it was okay.
Yeah.
With my pistol and wait for their ass to come back in there so I can pop their ass. I told Walt, I'm about to shoot somebody tonight.
And I was like, bro, please, like, we just, at the end of the day, everything was good. They didn't take, nothing major.
Luckily, I took everything out.
Yeah, you didn't have anything. Luckily, your gun wasn't in there, man.
Because I had all that shit in there when we went out for your birthday.
Yeah.
And luckily, I took it out that Sunday.
Yeah. And
it wasn't in there anymore.
I'm glad, man, because my gun is usually in my car. And, I have to make a habit of taking it out.
Yeah.
All the time, because I would be highly upset if somebody broke in my car and stole my pistol.
Yes, it's a pretty penny.
Yeah,
spending on pistols.
Yeah, well, not even that, man. You put a body on that gun, and we have a whole issue.
Hey, I wasn't there, officer. Yeah, that's what they all say.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man. But so that happened. I'm glad you didn't sit in.
Yeah, thank you for being the cooler head in that situation.
I feel like I had to because
I was about to do some.
I needed somebody not to die. I got a
particular set of skills. I will find you, and I will shoot you in your fucking ankle. No,
I'll shoot your pinkies out.
Oh, now you're gonna shoot my pinky. But after that, man, the week was it was pretty smooth. But it was just that Friday was just bad because I had the GOAT app on my fucking PayPal. I got the refund for that.
Yeah.
And then that shit with my fucking car. So it was just like, all right, now it's just fuck with X week.
Yeah, it was just stacking on. And people just wanted to steal from you this week, huh?
That's all it was. I ain't been trusting nobody since.
That's okay.
I've been looking at the cleaning lady when I walk out the door, like, hey, what you doing? Ain't no water in that bucket.
It's okay. You're blessed. No, there's no water in that bucket.
Yeah, man, but. Other than that, man, it was just a regular work week. It was the end of a quarterly close for me at work.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that I'm an accountant by trade. If you didn't listen to last week, then you probably don't know that. But if you're a new listener, welcome.
Welcome.
But other than that, man, the week was pretty good. Got praise dancers in the background. How was your week, Doug? It doesn't matter how your week was.
Motherfucker.
Let me tell you something, bro. On the way over here, shit like that just popped in my head. I listened to a compilation of Stone Cold What?
Oh, man.
On the way over, I was like, why the fuck am I doing this? And then I looked at NWO, Wolfpack and shit, all that. But
all the shit that we grew up on.
Yeah, man.
Man, speaking of which, so sidebar, have you watched like any kind of wrestling these days? That shit is
I have not.
Fucking ridiculous.
Well, this is Walk having. Well, technically it's not ADHD because I took you on that road.
Yeah.
Okay. This is X passing his ADD on to somebody else.
Another clip of random ass X shit. Yeah. But nah, man, if you ever watch some of that shit these days, like, it is fucking ridiculous.
Man, I left probably in middle school.
Yeah, out of there. But I have the streaming service Peacock. I have a Peacock subscription, and
I'm a peacock. I gotta fly.
Another random X moment. And so on, I guess like they have a partnership with the WWE or whatever. So like when the commercials come on, like you see all that random ass shit. So,
okay.
Yeah, that's. I'm just like this. Some of this shit looks very, very ridiculous.
Over the top.
Yeah. But man, other than that, my week was good. I actually started my 5 a.m. workouts.
Ew, how's that
this week? Well, I'm on 2 days now.
Okay.
Which is
You a football player? Said 5 a.m. workouts, man. That's the shit we used to do in college.
Man,
and shit.
But I've actually settled back into it. It actually this past week was not that bad. I did 2 days 4 times this week, Monday through Thursday. Okay. Today is Friday, and I usually don't work out on Fridays. But they have been good. But I'm actually glad I started because tonight. My fucking water
Your water
was off.
Oh, congratulations.
Dumbass. Nah, my water was fucking off on Tuesday night.
Okay.
Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning. And I'm like, bruh, so first of all, it's not like a normal thing, right?
Depending on where you come from.
Yeah, well, depending on who you are. For me, that's not a normal thing. And so
people out there struggling. Keep up alive.
No, but let me tell you. So let me tell you the timeline. So I think that was Tuesday. I'm pretty sure that was Tuesday. Get home Tuesday from work.
Okay.
And again, I started my 5 a.m. workouts. So I went to the gym that morning, made it all the way through work, and by the time I got home, I was like, all right, I'm tired. So I'm like, cool, take a nap, whatever. Get up, and I'm like, okay, it's time for my second workout because I usually go to the gym in the evenings at 7:30. So I'm like, cool, get up from a nap. I'm about to go to the gym, use the restroom, flush the toilet. It flushes, obviously, because, the tank is full.
Yeah.
But it doesn't refill, but I don't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
So I go to wash my hands, turn on the water, and it's like very low water pressure. I'm like, okay, cool. I still got enough to wash my hands, but I again don't think anything of it because I'm like, oh, well, maybe they just working on the water in the neighborhood or whatever. So I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm not even worried about it because I'm trying to get out the house to get to the gym because I'm supposed to meet my gym partner there at 7:30. I'm like, okay, I got this amount of time. Let me get the fuck out the house. So I leave, go to the gym, have a good workout. Get back to the house that night around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And come in and try to turn the water on in the kitchen. And I'm talking about it's little to no water pressure. And I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, I know they can't still be working on this water, right? So, I haven't been in my home that long. I've been in about a year and a half, and so a lot of the shit that goes on at the house, I Google or YouTube a lot of shit to see what's wrong. So I'm like, okay, what could be the reason for low water pressure, right? So I check all of the sinks and everything in the house, and no leaks, no nothing. So I go outside and I check, where the water main goes from the street into the house. And, it's like, usually they say if you have like a crack in the main that there should be like a puddle of water or water gushing up.
I'll tell you something. This is all homeowner shit.
Right. But let me tell you, I had to YouTube it. I YouTube everything that I don't need.
I'm poor.
Let me tell you, I YouTube everything because I don't know half this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is like first time homeowners type shit that you trying to figure out. So they say if you experience low water pressure, you might have a crack in the main or whatever. So I go outside. It's supposed to be puddles, or you're supposed to see water gushing up from the ground or whatever. I don't see none of that shit. So I'm like, shit, my dumb ass. I'm like, man, I know I didn't forget to pay this goddamn bill. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be the only other explanation.
Yeah.
So I go look at my account and go all the way back to last month, and I'm like, okay, now the payment came out, you know what I'm saying? So I know I paid the bill. So I end up calling the water company or whatever, and they was like, oh, well, we don't see any outages in your area. So I'm like, bro, this got to be some fuck shit. Like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm like, okay, can you get somebody out here to take a look at it? And they're like, oh, well, the technician is going to have to do an investigation, and they can't do it at night. So they're going to have to do it in the morning. So I'm like, All right, well, what is my musty ass gonna do?
That was gonna be my next question.
You know,
how musty was you?
But luckily, I had already got my cardio in earlier that day, and I had already taken a shower. So
okay, so you just take a shower at the gym because sometimes you just be like, "Fuck, shower at the gym."
Yeah. So I wasn't really worried about it that night, but I was like, "Well, shit, I got to get up in the morning, and I got to go to work, so I need to take a shower." Luckily, that goes back to my 5 a.m. workouts. Luckily, I had been going at 5 a.m. So I was able to get up the next day and, go take a shower. But what pissed me off about the fucking water company, so I called, I was on the phone with them the night before, and I was like, they was like, okay, well, we're going to get a technician out tomorrow because they got to do an investigation. And I'm like, well, I got to work tomorrow, so can you let the technician know, to give me a call before they get here? So I'm at work. All of a sudden, 9:30 in the fucking morning, I get a doorbell notification on my phone. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I checked the doorbell notification. It's the fucking water tech. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess they wasn't going to call me. So I look, I'm trying to see what he's doing on the doorbell camera, but I'm also at work. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, fuck it. They're probably going to call me when they get done. So I called them probably around 10 o'clock when I get done at the location that I'm at for work. Called them around 10 o'clock, and the automated message comes on. It's like, oh, there's no longer than normal wait times or whatever. Press 1 to get a call back or whatever. Never get a call back. So I decide around 1:30, 2 p.m. I'm say, hey, I'm gonna take off work early. I'm gonna go home. Make sure I got water, because if it's something on my end, at this point, I need to figure out before it gets too late. Yeah. So I can get, somebody to come fix it while places are still open. Yeah. So long story short, or long story long, because I've been on the story for a little while. I get back and turn the water on. Luckily, I have water. But I'm like, you sons of bitches. Because first of all, obviously it was an issue on their end, right? Like it was a mistake on their end. But you don't give me a call. You didn't leave a service note or ticket or none of that shit. Let me tell you something, brother.
You probably didn't tell them to give you a call, because you didn't tell me to give you a call either today.
I did.
So that's probably the issue.
In both situations, I told them to give me a call. And she was like, I even confirmed it with her, because she was like, oh yeah, I'm a email the technician to give you a call before they come out there. Okay. Clearly that shit didn't fucking happen.
It didn't happen.
And I'm like, bro, water is not some shit that you play with people on. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this. You got a choice of losing your water for a day or your electricity for a day. Which one you going with?
I am definitely going with electricity, because at the end of the day,
I feel you that.
At the end of the day, you got at least 12 good hours of sunlight.
Okay.
So I can do all the fuck I need to do.
Tell you, brother, I've been broke and forgot to pay my bill, and that shit was out, and it's like, we can't get out there till the morning.
Electricity?
Yeah.
See, I'm okay with electricity. I'm okay.
Use my phone. I was showering in the dark. I shower in the dark from time to time too. Anyway.
Yeah, that's some weird shit. But
hey, I'm trying to get inspiration. Get my Ray Charles on. Tell you about. I'ma sing about the darkness. Oh yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's some weird shit. I need you to know that. But
you try it, listeners. Try it.
Let me tell you, what I'm going to try is going up to the office for the water company and cussing they motherfucking ass out. Sometime this upcoming week.
You don't have brown water.
Let me tell you, because I was like, see, this is what pissed me off. You're trying to do right. I paid my bill, all of my bills on time. I try
to pay them late. See how it works.
Well, obviously it can't be no worse, huh?
You might get some good service.
It can't be no worse, because I paid the motherfucker on time this time, and I was out of water.
If it's getting cut off, man, you might as well get it cut off for a reason.
Yeah. Well, other than that, man, the week was pretty good. Work was work. Yeah, man. Well, something did happen earlier in the week.
It did.
Don't think anybody really gives a fuck, but the Bucks won the championship.
They did. I mean, everybody was like, oh, okay.
It's the Bucks. Right. I think it was like the first championship in...
It was like 50 plus years or something like that.
Yeah, I don't
kind of like when Cleveland won theirs. It was like first time in a long time. And I think the Suns never won a championship.
I think they did. But I think Cleveland was a little different, because I mean, at the end of the day, it was still LeBron on the team, so everybody was kind of expecting, a championship there. But I think nobody...
He was on the team before he left the first time.
Well, but I think nobody was really checking for the Bucks. Like, nobody gave a fuck.
I would tell you that. If you would have told me that the Suns and the Bucks would have been in the finals this year,
I would have been like...
I'd be like, I'll take that bet.
Let me tell you.
Put my whole... I was going to say house, but I ain't got the house. Put my whole...
Let me tell you.
My whole lease on.
Vegas was up because ain't nobody bet on them two motherfuckers
at all
to make it to the finals. But yeah, I think I was about to say I think it was a good series, but it wasn't even that.
You don't think it was? It was.
Nah,
I mean, it was.
The Suns went up 2 and then won, then lost 4 straight. That was not a good series.
That's what happened to Miami. They first year against the Mavs.
11, yeah. But
you was hyped for that.
Yeah, I mean it was.
Your favorite player lost, but
my favorite team won, so I was good. Yeah. But I think it was a better series.
I don't think I've ever met. I've only met. Well, no, I don't think I've ever met a Bucks fan. I've met people that were Bucks fans because of Ray Allen.
I've never met anybody from Milwaukee. Like
I got some family. I got some family in Milwaukee.
I never even wanted to go. That's like when I missed that trip to Indianapolis. It's fucking Indianapolis. Like
told you, bro. You could have went to Gary, Indiana, to the Jackson's home. I don't know if it's a museum or not, but you could have went out there.
Who the fuck is going to Milwaukee? What is in Milwaukee?
The Bucks.
Deer. The Bucks.
I don't know. They say Milwaukee is like a very discriminated city. Like it's like black on one side, white on one side, and they just stay away from each other.
Discriminated or segregated?
I've heard it both ways.
Oh, okay. Nah, you only heard it both ways because you fucked that shit up. Definitely.
I got that from one of my favorite shows, Psych. It's
I know what it is.
Oh well. You know what I mean? Not a lot of black people watch Psych, so
never watched it, but I know what it is.
You should watch it. It's a good show.
I'm gonna pass.
It's got Dule Hill on there.
Don't know who that is.
Dule Hill's the squarehead guy.
Still don't know who that is. And it's okay.
Gus from Hoes. I can fix that.
Crickets. All right.
His name is Gus on the show, but
on the movie. Hoes.
But the black guy on the Hoes, that's like I can fix that.
Oh,
that was in love.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah.
You still don't know.
Still don't know.
Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, the Bucks.
Yeah, man.
They won. Nobody cared.
Nobody cared except everybody in Milwaukee. Cause
did you get a chance to see Space Jam?
I did not.
I didn't either. Probably not gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna pay to watch it.
It's on HBO Max.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'm gonna go watch it there then.
It's free, and I still don't want to watch it because I don't think I can go in unbiasedly.
Well, so here's the thing.
Is that a word?
Maybe.
Since y'all are English majors in this motherfucker.
Well, I just know the difference between discriminate and segregate.
Segregate these motherfucking books.
but no. So here's the thing. I know I saw a lot of reviews on it, and a lot of the reviews were from our generation, and I think I saw the meme that put everything in perspective. It said because
was it from a LeBron fan?
No. It was from a fucking grown ass person. It was
That's
like
a LeBron fan.
No, it wasn't. They were not LeBron. Fuck LeBron James. It had nothing to do.
You said it. I didn't.
No, it had.
You said it. I didn't.
Listen, it had nothing to do with LeBron James. What it had. What it had to do with the meme said. For all you motherfuckers that's talking about Space Jam was corny or it was lame or whatever, it was like this. Please remember that this movie was made for kids, not your 30-year-old ass.
Let me tell you this though. Did you watch Shrek as an adult?
No.
Shrek got a lot of good reviews. It was made for kids,
but
parents also enjoyed it.
I didn't watch Shrek as an adult.
I watched it as an adult.
I
can go back and watch Shrek now.
I probably would too, but here's the thing: I would watch it with the lens of it's the same Shrek.
The old lady shooting like,
you so childish. I'm the not my gumdrop buttons.
See,
yeah, but you would be going back to watch the same Shrek that you watched as a kid, so it would still be. That's the only reason I know. the song Somebody Once Told Me.
I knew it before this.
Yeah.
I grew up in
Garland, I never knew that song before.
They all put me on all the songs. My dad used to be a DJ at a top 100 station in Louisiana.
I thought you was about to say a topless bar. We was going to take a whole turn to the left.
I wasn't like, hey, y'all niggas hiring still?
But but what I was saying was, if you was to watch Shrek now, it would be nostalgic because you would be watching the same Shrek that you grew up on. This is a whole remake. This is not for us.
I watched movies that I used to watch as a kid, and it's like, oh, this shit is trash. Like, I went back and watched Three Ninjas.
No,
that shit is trash.
It's not. It's still nostalgic to me. I'm still going to go back and watch it.
I turned that shit off. What the fuck is this shit?
I'm still going to go back and watch it, and I'm still going to enjoy it because that's my childhood. But as far as this, again, this was a remake for kids. Now, when I talk to people that have kids, the kids loved it. So apparently it did what it was supposed to do. It was not for your 30-year-old ass, which is what the meme says. It's not for that shit is not for us. That shit is for the kids of this generation. So I don't think we should go in. I'm not going in at all because I'm not going to pay for shit. But even when I watch it, I'm not going in with the expectation of it being the same Looney Tunes and the same Space Jam that we grew up on.
Okay, speaking of kids, did you hear about the father and the boyfriend?
We are not there yet.
We
are not there on the docket.
Oh, we aren't there on the docket.
We are.
See how I try to do a segue into the next topic. I saw opportunity and Walt just fucked it up. We could have circled back around to the next thing on the docket, but he wanted to fucking embarrass me in front of the world.
Oh man!
All 12 of our fucking subscribers.
all 12
62 of our subscribers.
And the 12 likes.
And 12 likes and the 1 dislike.
Thank you for the 1 dislike and the 1 view that we keep getting for that.
Thank you. I hope it ain't who I think it is. And it could be somebody else. But whoever it is, thank you for listening. And hopefully we can gain your like one day.
Please change your dislike to the like.
Please.
No, but sticking to the sports for the time being, the Olympics the Olympics started today. Today was the opening ceremony. I think
somebody was running on a treadmill, huh?
On the treadmill?
I thought I read. Hey, don't listen to me. Hey, I be dreaming shit sometimes.
The damn sports didn't even start yet. It was just the opening ceremony.
Well, I thought somebody was had the Olympic torch on a treadmill.
I would hope not.
Because they trying to social distance and shit.
I'm hoping they didn't run on the treadmill.
They got them people sleeping on cardboard beds?
Who?
The athletes.
What?
They're sleeping on cardboard beds.
I don't know. How accurate is this?
It's very... Look the shit up.
Where did you...
Y'all over here, y'all can look the shit up. Candy Crush, man.
Where did you hear this from?
It's been online. Like, all the time. Like, all the sports shows have been covering it because... Well, they're saying it because they don't want the athletes having sex over in Tokyo. So they're saying only one person can actually, it can only support the weight of one person on that bed. But you can be fucking anywhere.
Right. They're still the ground. So I don't. But yeah, so I think U.S. we have like 600. I think it was like 613 or 31. I'm dyslexic sometimes, so
it's one of them motherfuckers.
I think it was 613 athletes.
I've heard it both ways.
That's a lot of athletes, man. In one event.
Y'all see? You see the cardboard beds?
Cardboard. I guess it's true. Shit.
Hey, you be alright if you stick with X.
We're gonna have to. Well, no. Again, we gonna circle back to discriminate versus.
They do discriminate. And segregation too.
Versus segregation
and stuff, but
yeah. So now you can introduce.
No, we can still talk about the Olympic. You think we got a good shot at bringing home a lot of
golds? I don't know, man. I think we do as far as gymnastics because I mean the GOAT is still the GOAT.
She's the GOAT.
So I'm pretty sure that we're gonna pull out all of the golds in gymnastics, but.
Okay.
I think swimming we got a good chance. Well, I don't know who's competing for the men, but I think Simone Manuel has a great chance of getting gold in swimming. Other than that, man, like I'm kind of disappointed. The women's soccer team just lost to Sweden, I think.
I don't know.
3-0, and it was like the first loss since the 2019 games.
Oh shit! Well,
I'm like, bruh, what's going on?
the women are usually the better team. Of
the soccer team. Yeah. And then I don't know what's going on. Well, I don't know what's going on with the USA men's basketball team. Hopefully they're back on track because
they've started picking up.
Okay, well
they've started picking up. I think they won the last 2 or 3 games, but they were all exhibitions. So now we about to see exactly what they're made of.
Yeah,
and then they had a couple more guys that were playing in the finals that's supposed to be flying over to Tokyo to complete the roster.
We need to be bringing back gold in basketball. So hopefully we can get our shit together.
My boy D Lilla on the team though.
Well,
what's up?
Let's get it. I'm with it.
That's all I got to say.
But yeah, so jumping forward to your current event, what was the current event? the story of the week that we had. The story of the week that we had.
So this father in Louisiana, he hears noise coming from his daughter's room
in the middle of the night.
So he creeps closer to the stairway.
I'm about to unplug your mic.
And then he hears his baby's voice. No. So he goes in the room and he finds his daughter. I believe she's...
Pause. Let's rewind a little bit. Before he goes in the room, he has his firearm on him.
He does have...
Because,
yeah, they got damn it on him.
Again, this is the middle of the night.
And somebody broke into his car and he was ready to shoot their ass. I'm sorry, I'm mixing my life up in the story.
Yeah, so it's the middle of the night and he hears rummaging in
boom, boom, boom
in his own house. So
what the hell is going on?
You just popped all the way in my ear.
Don't say it like that.
I heard
pause.
Pause. Hella pause. No, but so so he has his firearm on him. He hears rummaging in the middle of the night in his house. It turns out to be
the girl's boyfriend. So they get into an argument. They go downstairs in front of the house. Ultimately, what ends up happening is the father shoots the boyfriend. The boyfriend shoots the father.
Yes.
Father dies. Boyfriend goes to the hospital.
Yes. With minor injuries.
Minor injury.
Energy.
Injuries. Stay yak. That's and also this is not the first time that he tried to keep them two away.
Right. So they originally moved into the house. They moved from the apartments that they were in because
prior 2 years before.
Yeah, 2 years before, because the father found the boyfriend in her room prior to that in their apartment complex.
Home Depot letter.
Yeah.
Ladder on the second floor, climbing through her window. Similar to what
Let's get it out.
Let's get it out. So I mean, and the boyfriend I believe is 17 now.
And the daughter is 14.
Is 14. I think it might be a timing of birthdays and stuff. But we can talk about this in a couple ways. Okay, on that side, 14, 17. So we talked a little bit earlier. So 14 is
high school freshman.
Either high school freshman or sophomore, just depending on your birthday.
Mostly 14 is mostly high school freshman.
Okay, and 17 can either be a junior or a senior,
Correct.
Just depending on your birthday.
Yeah.
You graduated when you were 17. I graduated when I was 18.
Right.
I was born in December. You were born
July.
in July. So that's pretty normal to see while you're in high school, though, right?
Yeah. Freshman and junior is not so absurd.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. So there were mixed. I looked at the comments from when you sent me the article because it was on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I looked at the comments and a lot of So it was like half and half. And I couldn't understand the half that was saying, like, well, why did he have his gun?
Like,
because it was his motherfucking house. The fuck? Like, if I hear, let me tell you, it's only me and Dakota motherfucking ass here. So if I hear some shit going on in my house, you can guarantee.
You coming out with that thorn.
You can guarantee I got my pistol on me. Guys, it's a guarantee.
Obviously, is not attacking anybody.
She's not, because she done let 2 motherfuckers walk in today. Just open the door and didn't do shit. So I guarantee that I'm gonna have my pistol on me. So I couldn't understand why they were like, oh, well, why did he have his firearm on him? Because it's his house. That's why.
Definitely.
And furthermore, if I'm not a father, but if I was, and I catch you
a dog dad.
I don't. That's white people shit. if I catch you, so for my nieces, for instance, they over my house and spending the night, and I catch some little 17-year-old boy in my house in the room that my nieces are in, I'm not necessarily gonna shoot you, but I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hey,
let's get it out.
Maybe the pappy was beating that ass, and boyfriend said, "Shit, I gotta get this motherfucker up off me.
I got this thing on me."
Yeah.
And so here's the thing though. The daughter gotta live with that shit for the rest of her life.
She does, and you know what?
Two things. She gotta live with that shit for the rest of her life, and he going to jail and prison. Yeah. Because he did get charged with 2nd-degree murder, and he's going to be tried as an adult.
Is he?
Yes.
Is officially he's gonna be? Yeah. So. Yes. So, you do put some onus on the daughter?
Oh, for sure.
Because in the comments I read too, it was also the factor of grooming, because the boy was 17 at the time.
Yeah.
But you have to think, these kids, they probably met when he was 15, but that makes her what? 12. So that's still kind of. But that's not even, because I remember when I was in middle school, you would have high school guys coming up to the middle school because they were dating people when they just recently graduated. Yeah. And stuff like that. And I was, I think I was.
But here's the thing.
My junior year, I was a freshman wanted to talk to me, but I was getting ready to turn 18. I was like, nah, shawty.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So I don't think you can put that on dad, because clearly he did what he was supposed to do to take her out of that situation. Mm-hmm. The shit happened in the apartment. He moved his family from the apartment to the house to move her away from the shit that was going on, right?
Definitely.
So what more? I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like parenting can only go so far. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like he did everything in his power to try to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Now, she's still, and no matter how young she is, I mean, 14, you make dumbass decisions. You don't know.
17, you make dumbass decisions.
Yeah, same thing. But
shit, 21, I was still fucking 29, 30. How old am
I? but at the end of the day, she's the motherfucker. She's the one that
popped all this shit out
and let him in the window. He couldn't get. How you gonna get in the window if it's locked? So. Now,
I heard this I heard this from another perspective. Mm-hmm. Have you had a chance to watch The Act? Mm-mm. It's on Hulu. It's about a true story about what's her name? Gypsy Rose. Have you heard of Gypsy Rose?
Negative.
So Gypsy Rose, her mother would convince her that she's sick. And she would give her all these medicines and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And she would convince her that she couldn't walk, and that if anybody came around, she would have to be in her wheelchair. Mm-hmm. They went on it was like a whole scheme for her and stuff, and she was getting stuff like that. Gypsy finally figured out that she wasn't sick and that her mom was just keeping her that way. She got upset. She found a boyfriend online, and her boyfriend said, "I can kill your mom for you if you want."
Okay.
So they end up killing her mom, running away. Gypsy ends up going to prison. I think she just recently got out pretty soon. Mm-hmm. Or not pretty soon, but
recently
just got out. I said recently got out pretty soon. Anyway, yeah. So somebody else came in from that angle, like teenage love. My dad don't want us to be together.
Romeo and Juliet face ass.
Will you take them out?
My parents?
If the dad's in the way,
let me tell you.
Some shit happens.
That's white people shit. I mean, obviously they was black, but let me tell you, that's not no shit that you
don't think they do that?
Hell no. That's not first of all, this new age parenting is a lot different because I'd have been scared as fuck to do that to either one of my parents. I'm not even thinking about somebody else's parents. I'm thinking about the ass whooping I'm getting if I get caught climbing the ladder to somebody window.
The fuck you got written on this dry erase board about taking me out and shit?
Yeah, like
motherfucker.
Yeah, no, it's not going down like that in the 90s. I don't give a fuck. So that would have been a whole different story. Yeah. I don't know, man. When I look back at the story, I just can't see how people were blaming the dad, or people were saying that the dad was in fault. Like they were even saying, like I said, that he was wrong for having his gun on him.
It's his right to protect.
Bruh, you in my house.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, I can pop anything to walk in this motherfucker.
And the fact is that he didn't shoot him when he saw him in the room.
Right.
He was trying to get him just out the house.
Yeah, that it didn't escalate until they got downstairs.
Yeah.
So that's even more of an issue. That's a whole disrespect issue.
Yeah, but prayers out to the family and everybody affected to it.
For sure.
Affected by it, excuse me. Because it's definitely a sad situation.
Yeah, all the way around, man. Now, because I think the dad has two other kids.
Okay.
The daughter has two siblings. It was either 2 or 3.
Okay.
Other siblings. So now you have a whole family without a father, and I'm not sure. I didn't. When you sent me the link, I didn't see a mom in the picture, so I'm not sure if she's in there.
I think there is a wife.
Okay, well I didn't. Yeah, she wasn't.
That might have been the third sibling that you were thinking about, so it might have been them.
Nah, the picture that I saw, it was definitely 3 young kids.
Okay.
So
when I saw it, everybody's face blurred out.
Yeah, no, the wife was nowhere in the picture, so I'm thinking it was a single dad. So. You know, that leaves a whole family without a dad. That leaves a daughter that has to live with this for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
That leaves a young man that's probably going to be in the prison system for a long time.
Yes.
So I think, all the way around, it's just a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
Like, definitely prayers out to that family. And, hopefully they can bounce back from it, because that's a lot. That's a lot to be dealing with.
Speaking of family, though, I do have to recant the statement that I made last week.
So what specific statement?
Last week I said that I was called a bitch ass nigga by my ex's siblings.
Okay.
I was not called a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was called a fuck boy multiple times to my face.
Is that better?
By my ex girlfriends. Well, actually, it's really just one sister. The other one was pretty cool. She she spoke her piece, but the other one, she just would not let it go. But everything else I said about the fucking calling the fucking police station and doing background checks and shit on me, that shit was true. But no, I was not called a bitch ass nigga. I was called a fuck boy.
Does that make it better?
But X does not want to lie to anybody.
Does that make it better, though?
Don't make it better, but it's a lot cuter. So, yeah. X the fuckboy. Listeners, if you want to hear how X was a fuckboy from a fuckboy's point of view, we need to get this video up to 20 likes and 1 dislike, and then I'll tell you the story of X the fuckboy from X the fuckboy's point of fuckboy view. It's shit. You see how intense that is? Just cause keep on saying fuck boy. That shit's like fucking annoying as shit.
That's
like
how many times you got called a fuck boy.
Like, that's how many times I got called a fuck boy. You're just a fuck boy. You're a fuck boy.
Damn. Was that the approach?
Yes. She's brash.
Damn.
Brash. That's the brash. She was a lot. It's the. But I love you. I still love you.
Still love you. I'm coming home.
Wherever you are.
You still coming home?
Yeah, she's still cute.
For sure. That's a fact.
Yeah, she's better than cute. She's probably...
That's a fact. So yeah, speaking of family stories, so you have an additional... you so fucking childish. You have an additional family story.
Congratulations on your...
Bye. Additional family story on a nickname that you received as a kid.
Back when I was a kid.
So let's talk about it.
So last week, we were hanging out with Erica, my sister's best friend.
Which Erica also gave us some insight because I always talk about how X and I differ as far as the way our places be set up. Like, when every time we come over here, mine is, I gotta have everything in a certain place, and when we go over to X spot, it's gonna be all over the place. Erica confirmed that you have always been like this.
I'm better than I used to be. It used to be like, hey, why is there a fucking container of potatoes in the corner? Now it's just like, why do you have
why
clothes?
is some shit molding in the corner?
Now it's just why do you have Bill on top of your TV? It's a flat screen. How does that even fucking work? And stuff. So I'm getting better though and stuff. That's one of the complaints that my ex had.
Yeah.
Not the one that sister called me a fuckboy multiple times, but the one
your kids.
Yeah. My baby mama. So, and she was just reminding me of everything that we went through and stuff like that. She was saying how she's a fan of the podcast because when I start speaking on certain things, she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I don't have to say names and stuff like that. And she knows, okay, yeah, I remember this happening. Mm-hmm. Or even with your family, you say certain things, they be like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about and stuff like that. And you ain't got to put everything out there. So today I'm going to have a story to tell y'all.
Okay, story time.
They reminded me of my youth with Eric and stuff like that. So this is the story of how I got the nickname Bodacious when I was younger.
Okay.
So, for those who didn't grow up around me,
which is 90%
of yes. I grew up when I was younger. I was very chubby.
You was a fat boy.
I was a fat boy. Yeah. Matter of fact, my nickname from my family used to be Big O back in Monroe.
Okay.
So once I got a little bit older, I started losing the weight, start trimming off some of the baby fat, got to middle school, but I've always had big feet. Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, my uncle used to say, your feet will get to the door before you do.
He said you got clown feet, dog.
Yeah, so like 5th grade, I was wearing like a size 10. By the time I got to middle school, I was up to like 12, 13s. Yeah. And I'm wearing 12, 13s now.
Yeah.
So that lets you know that this happening. So, So when I was in 7th grade, I got diagnosed with scoliosis. Okay. But I had 2 forms of scoliosis.
Speaking of which, sidebar, what was I saw the comment on your Facebook. Somebody was like, that'll help you.
Help you because I got scoliosis. We went to high school together.
I know, but what was the comment? It was, what did you post? That shit was hilarious.
I said I wanted to go bungee jumping. He's like, maybe that shit was straighten your back out. That's fucking Jay's Peoples. We went to high school together.
That shit was fucking hilarious to me, man.
So all these stories are true. X will not lie to y'all. I tell on myself before I let somebody else tell on. So got to middle school, got diagnosed with scoliosis, but I had 2 forms of scoliosis. Okay. So you have one that's the
so you ain't got the hunchback of Notre Dame.
No. Okay. S curve, and then you have one that they call swayback. Okay. Unfortunately, even when I was larger, I've always had a big butt. I'm built like my mama and my aunts, so I've always had a big butt. So I lost the weight, I kept the butt, had big feet.
It's like people that lose weight and still got the bobblehead.
Yes, exactly. So I'm getting taller, gaining muscle, got scoliosis, and when you have swayback, they actually call it black folks like to call it high booty. Yeah. Because your ass sits on your back because it's always arched. So just think this, okay? I'm growing now, getting skinny, small up top, whole bunch of ass, big ass feet, and I'm sway back.
You look like fucking Tweety Bird.
Exactly. let me add this in. On top of having fucking big ass feet, I'm what you call slew footed.
Yes.
So that means that your feet point to a 45 degree outward. You got pigeon toed, you got slew footed. So my feet point out. So at this point, like 8th grade, I'm about like 5'9", 5'10", skinny up top, big ass, scoliosis with a sway back and a high booty, big booty, long ass feet, and slew foot. So it looks like I'm ready to fucking twerk at any fucking minute, at any fucking time.
Oh my God.
Let's just set this picture up.
Oh my God.
So, all right. 7th, 8th grade, that's when I start fucking lifting weights and shit like that. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, cool. This whole time, lifting weights, but my upper body, when I was in high school, freshman year, stuff like that, was never the strongest. So I was still kind of slim up top, but now I'm getting into high school, doing football. Now my fucking thighs are growing. So
because you're lifting weights.
I'm like 5'9", 5'10" now. Skinny up top.
Skinny up top.
Scoliosis in my back. Sway back. High booty. Big ass booty. Thick thighs. Long ass feet. And I'm slew footed. I look like fucking Sarah Bartman. If you don't know who Sarah Bartman is, look her up. It's a sad ass story, but once you look that up and you look at and you get that visual in your head, you're gonna be like, God damn.
Oh my God. And the worst thing about it is if you had been bald headed like you are now, you definitely would have been Tweety Bird. That would have been your Tweety would have been your name.
Okay, so we set this up. Now y'all got an idea of how I fucking look.
Oh,
all right, so
the struggle was real.
Real. So now it's my freshman year, I want to say. So it's probably like 2003, 2004. Mm-hmm. My mom and one of her best friends at the time, we'll just call her Miss P at this moment. They decide to do a Sweet 16 for my sister and Mrs. P's daughter. Okay. So my sister was born in December. Miss P's daughter was born in June. So my sister was already 16, and they just decided to do a conjoined one during the summer. So for those that don't know me, being my sister, basically my whole family, we're just raised in the church. So Sunday we're at church. Monday, praise dance. I used to dance as well in mine. Tuesday I was instruments of praise, was basically church orchestra. Wednesdays was choir rehearsal. Thursday was drill team, military style drill team. Don't think I was out there doing the can and shit. Friday we normally have off, but we were usually doing sports and shit like that. Yeah. Every other Saturday we had a weekend practice for drill team. Or I was doing something for football or something on the weekend, watching film and stuff like that. Sunday, we're back in church, and if we have any other auxiliary stuff that goes on in church on Sundays, we were there. Revivals, Shepherd Boys, Royal Ambassadors, and stuff like that, singing to old people in the nursing home. Damn near. So we actually went to a church in Richardson. I'm not gonna say the church's name. But a lot of people, we had friends from all over. So anytime we had a party, it was usually like church folks and stuff. So, so we get my sister's party. For people that grew up in Garland, you may know this. Downtown,
dancing like David dance.
It's no. Downtown, we're in a Pace House. We had these things called a Pace House. So basically, what it is like these 3 separate houses that are like double wide trailers. With everything gutted out, and it just has a wall down the middle. Okay. Yeah, one side. You can rent them out, have an event. Okay. So
never heard of them, but okay.
But yeah, so if you want to have an event in the Pace Houses in Garland, it's a good time. But anyway, so all right, so they set up the party, everything like that. We got the chaperones on the other side of one wall, and then the kids having the party on the other side. So we got the chaperones to make sure that this is. Oh, sorry, my mic fell down and everything. We got chaperones to make sure that this is still a saved and sanctified party. So Yeah, I just knocked my whole mic over
You
and everything.
struggling over here.
That shit, my mic was in my lap. I'm sorry. Y'all gonna hear all this and stuff. This real. This is real life, raw. But so we doing all that. Like I said, I used to dance. So back in like 2000s, everybody's gigging in Dallas and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing all my thing like that. Dancing with the folks that I know. So we still got friends that are from school that just happen to go to our church. And then we got friends from all over Hamilton Park, Pleasant Grove, South Dallas. Basically everybody from all over Dallas went to our church. So I get finished dancing, and there are no chairs in the room, but there are these windowsills. So I decided to sit on the windowsill because there's enough room to sit on the windowsill. So I sit on the windowsill and stuff like that. Matter of fact, Lank that we met that stays in my apartment, his older brother was DJing for my sister and their party. So I'm sitting on the windowsill and I'm still like vibing to the beat and everything like that. Going. And then all I hear is and I'm like, oh shit. I stand up and there's a left booty cheek size hole in the window.
Oh my god!
So everybody's like, "Oh shit! Oh!" Well, they ain't saying shit, but you're like, "Shoot, dang!" You know, church folks cuss words.
Yeah.
So to me, all I'm thinking in my head is like, "Oh damn, I'm about to get my ass beat for breaking this because my parents done put down a deposit for this shit and everything." So turns out they weren't too mad about it because it was just an accident. I think eventually somebody fucking fell through the window again and they just knocked the whole shit out. But at that point, the girls at the church started calling me bodacious because 5'10", small upper body, scoliosis, sway back with a high booty, big thighs at this time. That actually made me walk kind of fucking funny because I was fucking chafing all the damn time. Big ass feet, it's slew feet. So I'm there. But the thing that made it worse was it wasn't the fact that they was calling me bodacious. It was like they would say it with like a hey little mama. Type of thing, like, hey bodacious. Like every fucking where I went. So like I told you, there's people at my school that go to my church. Yeah. So they get to school and they still saying, hey bodacious. And I'm like, would y'all leave me the fuck alone?
Oh my God.
And stuff. But eventually I got over the shit and stuff like that.
Obviously.
Matter of fact, we had an assignment in my English class where we were doing the Scarlet Letter. We was reading the Scarlet Letter. Did you read the Scarlet Letter?
I didn't, but I know what it's about.
Okay. So our English teacher told us that we had to get our own Scarlet Letter, have a word for it, and then we had to wear it for a week. My letter was a B for bodacious. So this is the story.
Story time.
Of bodacious. And I got the bodacious name. Matter of fact, to this day, some people from my church still call me bodacious.
Oh my God.
And stuff. So if you see those in the fucking comment section on Facebook and they like, hey, bodacious, that's where it came from. Man.
Oh, that is one for the books, man. I'm not going to let you, I best believe that is coming up in your wedding. At the best man speech, I am going to bring that up for sure. For sure. But I think that brings us into our last, we do, so we've gotten into doing a list of things that we either like or top things for us. But this one came out, you said this one came from Facebook, right?
Yes.
So there was a list of traits and for men for women, and we were supposed to rank them as in what we look for, or the top traits, or rank them 1 to 5.
Rank them from importance.
Right. So the traits are body, personality, income, looks, and when we talk about looks, we're talking about face, and loyalty. So I'm gonna let you rate first.
Okay. I did this one pretty easily because I'm thinking just from initially meeting somebody. So
okay, yeah. So first up, initially.
Okay. Looks.
Okay.
After that, personality.
Well, we can't. So let's rewind because we can't go just first meeting somebody.
Still, even though like
so first,
I can't even
first month.
Well, I'm gonna say, for me, you can't even get my attention if you don't have the looks at first.
Okay.
So looks, personality.
Okay.
Loyalty, income, body.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I am going to look at this as far as phases are concerned.
Okay.
And I'm gonna answer it two different ways. Because I would have to do pre-30s and post-30s.
Okay.
Pre-30 and post-30. Post-30. Well, I'll do pre-30 first.
Post-30, like you ain't been...
Okay, but anyway, well, even 25, right? So pre-25, post-25. Pre-25, it would have been looks, personality, loyalty, body, income. That would have been pre-25. Being a full-blown adult and in a career, I understand these days that we got to look at this kind of a little bit as a business transaction as well as...
Understood.
So, post and where I am today, I would have to say...
Damn, tough one, huh? Don't make me put that Jeopardy music on.
I would have to say personality. Because that's... At this day and age, I'm not going to jump into anything, so your personality is going to have to catch me first.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna say
You're a good one.
Then I'm gonna say loyalty.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna say income, because at this point you have to. And when I talk about income, I'm grouping all of the money you make, your credit score, like, because at the end of the day,
kids you have.
That too, because I mean,
if you get child support,
well, no.
That's another income.
We're talking about debt to income ratio. We started talking about different things, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to be a power couple. I'm not trying to support nobody.
Okay, Jay-Z.
and then it would be looks and body. And I put body last because at the end of the day, everybody can work on body. Like, if you don't like something about your body, you can always change it at any point in time. Now,
some people can't grow booty.
You can do a lot of squats. You can do a lot of squats.
What about titties?
You can alter that too. But
so you can go down to Miami.
Hey, Mr. Miami. But as looks is come and go. I mean, you can't change your face, but you know,
you can change it.
Your personality, your personality might be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think post. You know, where I am now, that's not too high on the totem pole.
Let me tell you.
I
think the number one trait I look for in a woman is that we make pretty babies.
That's true. Because if I can't see us together well in pictures, then we might not.
You can't get my attention to let me get to the personality or your loyalty.
Yeah,
you can be a loyal ass friend.
But no, I think that would be my list as of where I stand now. Well, we already talked about loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a given, because I look for love. I look for loyalty over love, because for me, I feel like love is a come and go thing, but your loyalty is not going to change. Like, if you loyal to somebody, that's something like that doesn't change.
See, I think that love doesn't come and go. I think likability comes and go, because I think you can love somebody and not like them. I see it all the time.
I think love comes and goes.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll have that up on the marriage show.
Yeah, because I think you can fall in and out of love with. I think people fall in and out of love all the time. But again,
I fall out in and out of like.
Bye. That's another topic.
Love runs deep. Matter of fact, when you speak of my love,
all right.
Congratulations on the Let me stop. Keep. I don't even know if that shit was what, man. What we gonna name this episode?
I don't know, but it has been.
Was that a slug?
It has been a good one. It has been a good one. This is episode 8.
So, our listeners, y'all leave y'all list in the comment section.
Yes,
ladies, substitute. Well, I guess you can use body too.
Yeah, you can use all of the above.
I was gonna say use elephant trunk instead.
Yeah, but no. The 5 are body, personality, income, looks, and loyalty. Please leave your list down in the comments. This has been episode 8, another installment of the 2 Cent You College podcast.
Ooh.
As always, you can agree with us. You can disagree with us. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Oh, the fuck you.
But at the end of the day, that's just our 2 cents on it, man. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll catch y'all on episode 9.
All right.